Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be showing you how I created my Marley twist on TWA hair, which means teeny weeny afro hair, and I'll be using this beautiful brand from Sensationnel, the Jamaican locks collection. Actually it's the African collection, and make sure when you get it, it has the hot water set on it. It's one of the best things ever. So the hair that I'm using is 44 inches long, but I want it to be the length of like a little bit past my armpit. So I'm going to be cutting it in half. So first things first is you start off with freshly washed hair. My hair was washed and moisturized the night before, and I just plaited it so that it's easier for me to section my hair out when I'm doing my twist. So what I'll do is I just start from the back, and then I'm going to work my way to the top and then do the front. So first things first is I'm going to take my first section out, and then I'm going to part it on the bottom. Now I don't want my twist to be too small, so I have about maybe like 6 or 7 rows in the back that I'll be doing my twist with. So first things first, what I'll do is I take the hair and I cut it in half, because half of that is what I want to use. That's the length that I want to have. So I cut that 44 inches in half, and then what I'll do is I'll piece off, like they're already sectioned by itself, so I'll just take off one piece, and that one piece is going to be one braid for me. So once I take that one piece that I want, what I'm going to do is see if it's the length that I want it to be. So I fold that one piece in half, and then I'm going to measure it against my head just to see if the nape area is the longest length that I want it to be, and it is. And then I start to do my first braid. Now what I use to help tame just my nape area is this Curls Control Paste. I'm going to use that to just slather and just slick down my nape area, and then take the hair and wrap it around, and then start Marley twisting it. So what I do is I take the hair and I make sure that it's in half, and then I'm going to wrap the hair around my row hair, and I'm going to braid it down at least 5 or 6 lengths down per se. So you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hair and I'm going to put it with one side, and I'm going to start twisting it. Now the way that I'm twisting it in the beginning of this video, I didn't like it, so towards the end you're going to see the twist look a little bit different. I initially was twisting away from my face when I should have been twisting towards my face on the left side, and then the opposite way on the right side. So just ignore the way the twists look at the beginning of this video. They're going to get right towards the end. So for the first row, I'm going to have 4 braids on the bottom, so I'm going to proceed to do the same step on the bottom, and now I'm complete, and then I just move on to the next level. And this is just just a little synopsis of what the back is starting to look like. Again, ignore the way it looks because it's just my rough draft, and I know for a fact that these twists are going to look so much better towards the end of this video. Now once I get towards the top now, I wanted my twist to be even, so instead of me cutting my bundles in half, I took a new pack and I kind of cut it off balance, so that when I do fold my new lengths, it's going to be the length of the bottom, if that makes sense, so that all of my twists are the same length. So instead of me cutting this new pack in half, I cut it a little bit off. And then I found a new technique to comb the hair out first. Yes, I should have done that before. So once you comb the hair out first, it actually makes the twist a little bit better towards the end, and it makes things run a little bit smoothly. I discovered so many new things while twisting my hair in this video. For the front, I added the control paste as well and braided it like about 5 or 6 times down, and then twisted it. And then here's a new thing that I added. It was Gorilla Snot. I noticed that Gorilla Snot helped make the ends of my hair, which is super curly, lay down really flat in this canker line here. So I'm going to show you in slow motion, not really in slow motion, but in real time, how I was able to make my twist look so neat. And as you can tell from just this clip alone, the braids are starting to look, the twist is starting to look a little bit neater. So I'll just grab my hair and then wrap the canker line hair around it, and then start my braid. And as I'm braiding, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip my finger into some gorilla snot. See that hair, how it's kind of bushy at the ends? What I'm going to do is I'm going to dip my finger into some gorilla. Actually, what I did is I split that in half. There we go. So I split that in half because that's going to be in my twist. Dip my finger in some gorilla snot. There it goes. There it goes. And then just twist. So as I'm twisting, I'm putting the product on my hair. And I'm just going to continue to do that. Whenever I feel like I need it to be slicked down some more, I'm going to dip my finger back in the gorilla snot and then just keep twisting all the way down to the ends. That's basically it. I'm complete. I love the way my twist turned out. It's very simple and easy to do. Just takes a little bit of practice and you'll get it. As I told you before, I was twisting it in the wrong direction, but I figured it out towards the end. And now I'm just going to show you guys just the length of it all. I have it a little bit below my armpit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut those fraggly ends, and then I'm going to seal the hair by dipping it in some boiling hot water. Just make sure you're very careful when you're doing this. Try to put a towel on you so you don't burn yourself when you're dipping the hair in there. I just dip the hair in there for about 10 to 15 seconds and then just blot it out with a towel, and then I'm done. Now, it actually took me longer than usual to actually do this video. Because I told you guys that I didn't like the way the twists were looking, so I had to retwist them. But all in all, it should take you about 3 hours to do. I used about 2 packs of that Sensational African Collection hair that I showed you guys in the beginning. And I think that's it. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know. I'm going to insert just a couple of pictures that I took while with the twist, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.